Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Ramani. I've been a content creator and an entrepreneur for over a decade, and I definitely think that has something to do with me having the ability to not count myself out. Even when I'm feeling unqualified, even when I don't know if I'm the right person for the job, even if I don't know if the video is going to blow up, like even if I'm not feeling my best, I never count myself out, and I always put my best foot forward, and I always let other people tell me no. I don't tell myself no. And I had the idea for this video because I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and I told her that she should go up for this opportunity, and she basically said like, no, it's not for me. And I started to think how many of us miss out on opportunities and miss out on good things in our life because we automatically count ourselves out instead of putting ourselves out there and letting the people tell us no. And when I talked to her, I basically just told her like, just put yourself out there because it cannot hurt. Now, if they tell you no, then they tell you no, but you don't want to miss out on an opportunity when you could have actually got something if you would have just put yourself out there, but you're thinking that you're underqualified and you're not going to get it, so you don't put yourself out there. I talk to a lot of people every single day, and the underlying factor that everybody seems to feel is imposter syndrome, or they feel unworthy, or they feel underqualified when they are overqualified for certain positions. And I'm not even just talking about in the workplace, I'm just talking about positions in life. The way that society is set up in a way to make us feel like we are not worthy, and so we carry this unworthiness on our backs when we go into the workplace, when we enter relationships, when we enter friendships. We automatically feel like we are not worthy, and a lot of people feel undeserving even though they are more than deserving of what they are asking for. In my instance, let's do a content creator example. So let's say you are a content creator and you want to pitch yourself to a brand, but you only have a small amount of followers in your mind. Because you don't have millions of followers, you deem yourself unworthy of working with this brand, and you feel like this brand would be doing you a favor to even work with you, when it's the other way around. You're going to be promoting this brand, you're doing this brand a favor, and not really a favor because it is service for service. So like, they're paying you and you're going to promote, but I don't want you to, count yourself out for opportunities just because you don't have a certain amount of followers, because I see a lot of people do that. Or even if you're in the workplace and you want to go up for a promotion, but you think, oh, like I need to have this qualification and I need this. You don't need that. Like, let people tell you no. Stop telling yourself no before they get a chance to tell you no, because they could tell you yes, but you've already counted yourself out. You've already told yourself no. I understand that the fear of rejection can be scary, so you try to sabotage yourself and you try to reject yourself before somebody else has the chance to reject you. But I do want you to see, how capable you are. We are more than capable of the things that we think we're incapable of doing. Whatever you think is out of reach for you is definitely attainable for you. You just have to work for it. So we have to stop stopping ourselves before we even get a chance to try. You're not even trying before you get to fail. You're already considering yourself a failure. And oftentimes our desires are not even going to tell us no, because they do see the value in what we bring to the table. We are just the ones who are not seeing the value in ourselves. You think you're an imposter, you think you're a fraud, but most times you know more than the person who is in a higher position than you. That person who is in a higher position than you just kind of had the audacity to go for what they wanted to. For instance, I own a yoga business, and I know yoga instructors who are a lot more experienced than me, but when I talk to them, they are just afraid to put themselves out there. They're afraid to, rent out a space. They're afraid to post flyers about their class. They're just afraid that people are going to tell them no and not show up. Whereas me, I'm gonna do the thing, and then if people don't come, I'm gonna figure out why they didn't come, and then I'm gonna keep doing the thing. When I first started my yoga business, people showed up for a little bit, and then people kind of fell off because it was the summer, and then they picked back up. But like, I never quit even though I really wanted to. I never told myself, oh, they're not gonna come. If y'all not gonna come, y'all tell me y'all not gonna come. I'm not gonna say like, oh, they're not gonna come. I need to see it for myself. You just have to stop walking around with this unworthiness and this undeserving feeling, because people can see that in you, and people will take advantage of that. People will work you like a dog if they know that you don't see the value in yourself. And people will also try to keep you at a lower level because they know what you can be if you did know the value in yourself. You also have to shift your mindset and realize that abundance is everywhere. If there is something that you can think of, then that means that you can have it, because it is in this realm of existence. You would not be able to think about anything that you could not do. And the opportunity that you want is out there. And just because you don't take the opportunity doesn't mean that the opportunity doesn't exist, and doesn't mean that another person will not take that opportunity. And when I say that, I just mean if you can think of a position position or a place that you want to be in life, that means that it exists. Now, just because you're not going to go out and get it, somebody else is going to go get it. Anything that you want in life, there is a person already living that desire. So why should it not be you? Why should it just be them and them only? Opportunities don't just disappear because you are doubting yourself. Somebody is just going to take the throne instead of you. And this doesn't even have to be about big things. Let's say you want an apartment, but you know your income is probably not going to match the required income for the apartment. So you count yourself out. You say that you're not even going to apply, like you don't even try. But I'm pretty sure that there is somebody in that apartment complex where their income is not necessarily matching the required income, but they still got in that apartment complex because they're not afraid to put themselves out there, even though they know they don't meet the qualifications right now. They said it's up to the leasing office. I'm going to let the leasing office tell me no. I'm not going to tell myself no. I'm going to put myself out there, even though I know I don't meet the requirements. And yes, it can sound delusional, but do you want to be delusional, or do you want to not have the things that you want in life? So you have to shift your mindset to say, I can have anything in this world. There is nothing that is off limits to me. If it exists in this world, then I can have it. Why not me? Like, don't think why me. Think, why wouldn't I have this thing? Why can't I have this thing? And when people do tell you no, you just have to accept that that is part of the process. People are going to tell you no, but that doesn't mean that you stop just because one person told you no. You keep going. So many people think of rejection as a roadblock, but you don't just stop at the roadblock. Just hop over the roadblock and keep going. Let so many people tell you no before you decide to give up. Right now, I'm living in Costa Rica at a resort as a yoga instructor, and a lot of people think that that was just an easy thing. It is not easy to pitch yourself to hundreds of resorts to ask them to let you stay at their resort and just teach yoga. Like, honestly, it sounds kind of crazy when I think about it, but I pitched myself to over 200 places in the past 5 months, and only 2 have said yes. So I was at another place and now I'm here. Nonetheless, I did not give up when people were telling me no. When resorts were telling me no, we already have a yoga instructor. We already have somebody who does this. I knew that I wanted to teach yoga, and I knew that I wanted to take an extended vacation, and I didn't want to pay no bills. Like, I knew that I wanted that, and it sounded crazy, but I knew that I was going to let them tell me no if that was the case. I wasn't going to just count myself out just because other people thought that it sounded crazy. It sounds so crazy when you say, I want to leave America. I want to move to Costa Rica. I want to live rent-free as a yoga instructor at a resort. Like, I want to stay at the resort and I want to teach yoga, but I'm doing it. And now that I'm doing it, people are like, I didn't even know that that was possible. I didn't know it was possible either until I thought of it and I put myself out there and I didn't tell myself no. So accept that some people are going to tell you no, but all you need is one yes, and then ask for what you're worth. Like, don't just take scraps just because you feel undeserving, because you feel like you have imposter syndrome. Ask for what you're worth, and then add 10% or 20% on top of that. Don't be afraid to miss out on opportunities asking for what you're worth, because if you don't get an opportunity, it's because it was not meant to be on your path, and there is another opportunity if you continue to put yourself out there. I really hope that this video helped you. Just remember, you don't count yourself out. Let people tell you no. From today forward, stop telling yourself no. Never tell yourself no again. Put yourself out there and let whoever be the deciding factor, and then if they say no, you go to another deciding factor. We have to be willing to take risk if we want to succeed in this lifetime. So don't be afraid to take the risk. Don't be afraid of rejection. Just keep going. Keep going. The time is going to pass anyway. Your life is going to go on anyway. You might as well be working towards the things that you actually want to accomplish. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you made it this far, please leave a brown heart in the comments just so I know that you made it this far in the video, and I will see you in my next video.